recently sat down with Millionaire Real Estate Guru and creator of the Millionaire Mindset Workshop and Making House Money Bootcamp, Nancy E. Johnson, to discuss the highs and lows of the real estate business and how her seminars are training those who hunger for a better financial life how to make money by investing in real estate. All right, Ms. Johnson, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about you, Mike?
I'm pretty good. Wanted to take some time to sit down and talk to you today. Can you tell us a little bit about how long you've been in the real estate business?
Well, actually, I was in the real estate business before I actually started selling real estate.
Okay.
We bought our first piece of real estate in 1973 for our personal home. And then in 1986, I actually started working as a realtor here in South Carolina.
Okay. So I know everybody's wondering, what is the real estate market like these days?
Well, it's very different than it was in the days when I got in, and a lot of stuff happened in between. When I got into the business in 1986, there was no cell phones, there were no beepers, there was no internet, there was no lockbox system. And it was very difficult, and most people needed a realtor to be able to get in access to see homes. Mm-hmm. And in between the 28, 29 years I've been in real estate, I've seen the very highs and the very lows. And I would say from 2004 to 2009 was like a gravy train. I mean, everything was there for you. No money down, the $8,000 tax credit, and then came the recession. So in seeing the recession, for me, that was the low, and now we're in the process of building back up or getting out of that rut that we're in.
Okay. Now, you've been offering several different classes throughout the Midlands. Can you tell us a little bit about those classes?
Sure. The reason that I went back to the classes, I initially did my first home buyer seminar in 1993. Again, when I said that you didn't have the model homes to go to, and we had a magazine, and you could look in the magazine, but you couldn't get into the property. And so I decided to do a home buyer seminar. Well, of recent years, so much has happened to so many people all across the market range. And more people want to buy, but I find that the biggest thing is, number one, they don't know how to regroup from the foreclosure, or they don't know how to get out of the apartment that they've been stuck in because they didn't dare think of buying while we were in a recession. And so what I'm finding that when you can solve a problem, then you can, make things happen. And so having these seminars just positions the person's mind, first of all, to know that it is still possible. And then secondly, I have ways of showing them, and I have methods and systems of working with them from plan A to plan B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you briefly explain the difference between your Millionaire Mind workshop and your Making House Money Bootcamp?
Sure. The Millionaire Mindset is, I found that if you can't see it, you can't have it. And for most people, when they hear the word millionaire, they're like, oh, that's for somebody else, that's not for me. But what I have found is that if an individual has something that I want or something that I want to learn, then I need to learn from them instead of just going out there and trying to figure out what is it that they do that I don't do, what is it that they do that I should be doing. And so with the Millionaire Mindset, most people think, oh, millionaires, they just have it, they just spend it, but there is a big difference. And what I set out to do is to teach the people that millionaires don't buy the way that you think they do, they don't spend the way you think they do, and nor did most of them get their money the way that you think they do. And so the Millionaire Mindset, I have that first because I have to have people to open up to the fact that it is out there. There's a big world out there, and there are opportunities all around us. We have to be willing to take the time to learn how to see how to focus on those things. And so the Millionaire Mindset, it just sets you up for success. And then I follow that with the boot camp. Because with the boot camp, you have to have the mindset that you can't possibly work enough hours to become wealthy. So then I couple the Millionaire Mindset with the boot camp, where I show people how real estate in your portfolio, real estate as being an asset, can really, really, really propel you into the next level financially. And so then I teach them, then I take them on the road. We actually do a road trip and look at 5 to 6 properties that they could either buy as a first-time home buyer, or that they can, number one, make house money. And the way to make house money is, if you have something that someone else needs, such as a landlord and a tenant, then you can figure out, under making house money, how to make your money work for you. While you're out working on a job or working another business, I can show you in the boot camp how to buy rental property to create wealth. And so that's the difference between the two. One sets the tone, the other one actually puts the systems and the principles into effect, and then I give you a mind's eye view. I mean, I show you what I do all day long.
Okay. I had the opportunity to follow you guys and join you guys on one of the boot camps, and we went on a tour of one of the apartment properties. And I was very surprised that the price, you spoke about the price and how you get into real estate. Could you give me a little example about what it would cost to get into specifically that property, apartment complex?
Okay. Yes. We looked at a condominium, and we looked at a townhome. And I'm just going to, it's almost about the same. One of the units that we looked at was priced at $34,000, and most people think, you know, I have to have $34,000 to get into it. Well, that's not the case, because a person that is a first-time home buyer could actually get into that condo with no money down. Okay, as an investor may have to put down 20%, but 20% of $34,000, a lot of people have that sitting either in their 401k, in their savings account, and believe it or not, while I don't advocate credit cards, if you need $7,000 or $8,000 advance on a credit card to get into a home, and the monthly payments are going to be less than $200, then you still made a wise investment. And there was another property that we showed, which was kind of like a duplex. And I always tell people that's the best way to make house money. And then if you don't have your own money, you use other people's money. So if you have a credit issue and you can't borrow money, then sometimes you can partner up, as I often do. Partner up with other people. One person may have the credit, the other person may have the cash. Okay? And so you do a partnership, a joint venture. And so there are many ways to acquire real estate. The most important thing is sitting down with somebody that has done it, that is doing it, and don't mind sharing with you how to do it. Because there's a lot of money to be made in real estate.
Okay. Well, Ms. Johnson, thank you for taking the time to sit down with us, and we definitely will keep on the lookout for when you're offering those classes and workshops again.
Okay, please follow us on Facebook, or just give me a call, and I'd love to either help you individually or tell you about our seminars. And we do have a series of about 4 seminars. One is How to Buy a Home 101, debt elimination, because most people have to do that first in order to position themselves to buy. And then we have, that's part of the credit repair. And then we have the Millionaire Mindset, and of course the ultimate is the boot camp. Everybody owes it to themselves to attend the Millionaire Mindset, first of all, to set the tone, and then next to enroll in our boot camp.
All right. Ms. Johnson, thank you.
All right, thank you.